Hi everyone. In this video, I'm going to show you how you can use InfinityFree.com. And this is a free web host, and it's really quite good in my opinion. It's better than other free web hosts. And you can even make a WordPress site, so you can have a beautiful looking site for free. And for example, have posts that look like these. These are just really simple posts. But with WordPress, there's many different themes you can use, and you can make a really beautiful site all for free. Okay, so let's get started. Okay, so first you're going to make an account on InfinityFree.com. And then once you have an account, you should see something like this. And then you'll have your account. And then what you're going to do is you're just going to click Add Domain, assuming you own a domain. And Add Custom Domain. So for example, I own exampleeshop.com. It gives you, say, example.com. And what you're going to do is put in the custom domain name your domain that you want to host. So there I added exampleeshop.com. That's my domain. And again, this is exampleeshop.com. That's my domain. It's just for testing. Then what I'm going to do is click on Verify Domain. And this is basically we're setting up the DNS for this. Now, the first thing is that it says it wants you to point the name servers. I'm not going to do this because I'm using Cloudflare. I'm going to assume you're using Cloudflare, but if you don't use Cloudflare, what you're going to need to do is point your basically the name servers to these, what it says here from your domain registrar. But again, I'm going to assume that your site is pointed to Cloudflare. So we're going to use CNAME validation. So basically what I'm going to do is add a CNAME record, and this is basically just to get the site verified on InfinityFree.com. So what I'm going to do is here, I'm going to copy this part. That's the part that we need to add. And then we're going to add a CNAME record. So actually, we need to copy both of these. So this first part, and then we'll come back here, and this is the CNAME target. So I'm going to copy this here, and I'm going to open my Cloudflare account, and then I'll come back here for this one, and I'll show you what we need to do. Okay, assuming that you're logged into your account, for example, mine is exampleeshop.com, what you're going to do is look for DNS, like this, and you're going to go to records, and you can see I don't have any records because I deleted mine, but you should have records, and what we're going to do is add a CNAME. So like I mentioned, I'm going to copy this first part. Yours is probably going to be different, and you're going to need to copy whatever it gives you. And I'm going to do add record, and I'm going to go to CNAME, and this is the CNAME. You don't have to understand what CNAME is. You just follow what I'm doing. Just follow exactly what I'm doing. And then the CNAME target is this. It might be different for you, but let's just assume it's going to be that for now. If it's different, you'll just need to change it. So the first part of the CNAME record is that, and then the target is ns1.byit.org. And this is a really important thing. By default, it's going to have a proxy. It says here proxied. We're going to need to disable that. Otherwise, the CNAME is not going to work on InfinityFree. So make sure that if you want to have this on InfinityFree and using Cloudflare, that is disabled. And then we're going to save that. And give yourself maybe 1 to 5 minutes, just in case. So just in case there's some issues with Cloudflare updating or the other site updating. So I'm going to come back in 1 to 5 minutes and test it in just a moment. Okay, it hasn't been that long. Now what I'm going to do, I've set up the CNAME record. Now let's go back to InfinityFree, and it should, hopefully it would have propagated by now, and then hopefully this will change to a green check mark. Let's test it. So click on Add Domain, and it was added. So fantastic. And the issue now is fantastic. So this was, it's now verified. Now the issue now is we verified the site, but the DNS doesn't know where the actual web server is. And so now what we need to do is make a new record. This is called an A record. So what you're going to do is find the account IP address. You're going to copy that. The IP address for you might be different, but I'm just going to copy this. I'm going to go back to Cloudflare and make an A record. Okay, so in order for your site to actually point to Cloudflare, it has to have an A record. And we can just use at that symbol. And I'm putting in the IP address that it gave me, and I'm going to save that. Now, just in case there's some issue with propagation, I'm going to come back in less than 5 minutes, and hopefully they would be synced together. Okay, so it hasn't been too long. So now we have the necessary records. We have the A record, which is necessary for actually having the site. It's where it points to the web server, and the CNAME, this is just for the verification. So to go here, actually this is, it's no longer a WordPress. It should, I don't know what's here. Okay, this is good actually. So I'm going to show you how to change this just a moment. So what we're going to do is go to the file manager, and you're going to upload a single index.html file, and that's going to prove that the website is working. Okay, so I have an index.html file here. I typed, this is an example website's main page, and the index.html only has that. I'm not going to explain why it's index.html other than just what websites use. And what you're going to need to do is upload that index.html file just to test it. I'm going to do that right now. Okay, so I've uploaded the index.html file. Now here's the moment of truth. If that works, this website's going to work. So let's go to exampleeshop.com, and fantastic. So you see it says this is an example website's main page. And just to prove that it's actually working, I'm going to change the index.html file. Let's say, for example, add something like this. I really like dogs. I think they are great pets. Okay. That's just something I came up with on the fly. Now what you can do is you can delete this, and I'm going to upload the new index.html and show you the website. Okay, so I've uploaded the new index.html. Now let's test the website again. See here, it says, I really like dogs. I think they are great pets. So it proves that the website is up and the index.html file is working. So that's fantastic. So yeah, like if you know basic HTML, you can have a website like this, or you can upload all the files you want. But there's also something really cool in InfinityFree, which is you have this thing called script installer, and you can install many different softwares, for example, WordPress, Joomla, and so on. I think there's dozens of software packages, different softwares you can install. And I'm going to show you here now. You can install WordPress. So to install WordPress or almost any other thing, you'll just click on Install. And here you can, this was the domain that InfinityFree gave me for free, but I'm just going to use my main one and leave it as the HTTP, not HTTPS, because setting up an SSL certificate is complicated, and Cloudflare already defaults to redirecting to HTTPS. And okay, and for this basic WordPress install, you'll need to make an admin username, admin password, and set up the put in an email address, and then you can give a site title. I'll call it Example eShop Awesome Website. And we have lots of different options. Well, I'll keep both of these. Just call it Example eShop blog. Just keep it like that. And if you know more about WordPress, you can do one of those. You can change the language. We have different advanced options. You can change the information about database if you so choose, but you'll be able to find this database information in the WordPress files. And later you can also change select theme, but I actually recommend you install it by default and choose the themes later. So now we have this set up, and I'm just going to click on install, and I'll come back when it's done. Okay, so it says WordPress has been successfully installed at exampleeshop.com, and the administrative link is here, wp-admin. So you can see here, example eShop blog, hello world. So the hello world is a default one. Okay, I don't know why it was logged in. I had deleted it before. But anyway, this is what, if you go to your website, in my case, exampleeshop.com/wp-admin, the login page is going to look like that. Okay, and in my case, I just used the username admin. It's probably a really bad username to use, but this is just for this tutorial. So I'm logging in here, and I can make a post. For example, I have this, I downloaded an image of an elephant, and I want to make a post. I'll say elephants are cool. Below is an image of an elephant. And here I can add the image. I'm going to upload an image. Okay, and now I've just made my first post, aside from the default one. And let's go back to exampleeshop.com. So you see here, this is the first post, and this theme honestly is decent as a default theme, but I think there's other better themes. And if you go back here to the main menu in WordPress, you can go to Appearance, Themes, and you can add another theme. And there's lots of different themes, but I think Elementor and Astra are really good. And let's install Astra. I think Astra is really, really beautiful, a beautiful theme. Let's activate it. And now when we go back to the website, we've got a different theme, but yeah, I mean, and you've got lots of, there's so many things you can do with WordPress, but that's just about themes. So in this video, to recap, this was how you can use InfinityFree.com as a free web host. And it's really a fantastic free web host. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe to or follow this channel if you liked it, and give it a thumbs up or a like, and see you in the next video. Thank you.